it's like you get up there and someone is actually listening to you. It's like, wow, somebody's actually listening to what I have to say.
I mean, in school, it's like 35 to 40 people in one class, one teacher. You can't get to express your feelings or tell the teacher, wow, this is wrong because, but in a debate round, they have to listen to you.
Team members like Regina say they get a rush thinking on their feet. Here, she's arguing against an increase in spending for mental health.
They're going to cause such a tremendous deficit to the budget that we're just going to be in another war. We're going to, no, forget the war. We're going to be in another 30-year depression. I'm going to be 46 before I'll be able to pay off my mortgage and buy a house. Judge, it's ridiculous.
Brooks and other urban coaches say debaters get better grades, miss fewer days of school, and spend less time in detention. Shannon Watson says debate exposes her to ideas you can't find in high school textbooks.
Like all the stuff you learn, it's like, wow, I didn't know that this even existed, and then you get to share it, and it's like, wow, you know, this was cool, I like this.
Don't you have to be really smart to be a good debater?
No. Not at all.
You know, Officer Brooks, he takes those people who, you know, that society deems as, you know, slow and stuff like that. He said he welcomes those people.
Hey, is debate fun? I mean,
Yeah.
everybody talks about how much work it is.
It's a lot of work, but it's fun.
Officer Brooks accepted Eric Beal onto the team when he was in the 10th grade. He was a special ed student, reading at a 5th grade level.
Kids made fun of him when he read out loud. He never, you know, let it break his spirit. He kept right on.
You couldn't articulate,
No,
right?
couldn't articulate at all. I'm much better at that now. Officer Brooks helped me in tremendous ways. Every day, I went home, I worked 2 hours reading, doing research. I worked hard to get where I'm at today. Please consider the following plan. Plank 1, mandates. A, do not
After 2 years of debate, Eric tested out of special ed. He now reads at his grade level and is applying to college.
It taught me never to believe what other people say about me, never to sit back and put myself down.
You've been saved.
Yes, by a great team and a great person.
As I understand it, this debate team, it becomes a family.
Absolutely.
With Brooks playing the part of the dad many of them don't have.
I want to ask you one thing.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
I'll talk to you.
Well, look at that. Consider the meal you're about to eat as a happy birthday present.
Married but with no children of his own, he spends all of the small stipend he gets for coaching and more of his own money on the team. And he often ends up dealing with the kids' personal problems.
He's that person that you could call on 11 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. You have all done that?
Yes.
You're in tears.
4 o'clock in the morning, I'm calling Officer Brooks. Officer Brooks, I'm having trouble in my home.
It's like he never says, well,
I'm sleeping.
Yes. I just got in the house.
I'll talk to you later.
He never, ever done it to us. You can, no matter what time you call him, it's like he's always there for you.
The original concept was that the inner city students would compete only amongst themselves. But Coach Brooks takes his team to tournaments against suburban schools, where parents hire private coaches and pay to send their kids to debate camps.
You show up and they're all in suits.
Yes.
And jackets.
Yes.
And your kids?
Wearing jeans and T-shirts and, you know.
And that was intimidating to your kids, wasn't it?
It was, because they felt, you know, ostracized.
At the suburban debates, it's his kids with their one bin of research versus tubs and mounds of materials on the other side. It was obvious that first time they were going to lose.
I told them, well, there's a lesson, you know, in a loss. They came back, they worked harder, they made corrections, they improved, and then they started winning. So I said, well, what was the difference?
They started winning even in that week.
Absolutely.
And now they're anything but intimidated.
It does prevent it because everyone has the assumption that it's working for Mr. Hurst.
Tor DeBella is captain of the top suburban team in the area, Loyola Blakefield.
I think a lot of other people have the misconception that maybe they'll be easier. I mean, they are by far our toughest competition.
Are you saying that you think they're tougher competition than the other suburban and private schools?
Yes.
If debating is a way to improve inner-city schools, it's only reaching a small number of students. One answer is to introduce it into every classroom, so kids would debate the pros and cons of a piece of literature or a scientific theory.
You give them this vehicle and this ability to refocus their energy from destructive to constructive, they're unstoppable.
And alone at the top.
And they were unstoppable back on their home turf at the Urban Debate League's tournament.
Walbrook Uniform Service Academy.
The Warriors once again take the prize for overall best team. For Angelo Brooks, the bigger prize is that his seniors, all but one so far, have gone on to college, some on full scholarship.
If I wanted to say to kids in the inner cities, go out for debate, it's so great, but what if they don't have an Officer Brooks? Is debate by itself going to change lives?
Yes.
Yes.
By itself,
Yes.
without that person.
You might get beat up and knocked around a couple of times in debate, but if you keep doing it, yes, it can change your life. Not only that, you learn things that I never would have ever learned in my life, you know? And it just feels so good. It makes you feel really good about yourself.
The private money that launched the Urban Debate League is running out. The Baltimore League has asked the city, which provides millions of dollars to high school sports, to put money for debate into the annual budget, so far to no avail. By the way, Coach Brooks tells us that all 12 seniors on the Walbrook team graduated today, and 9 of them are going on to college.